Hello everybody, this is the Goofs and Fox coming at you with a match here in the White Rider, and this is going to be a 500 cost basic match on Colony Drop area. The White Rider here is one of my favorite supports to use, and has been since I've gotten it, though I haven't used it in quite some time, so I decided to get a match with it here and, well, see how well it holds up in the current state of GBO2. As you can see, first impressions aren't really that good as, yeah, that Gym Nightseeker V takes me out pretty quickly, but things do get better from here. White Rider is a support, starts at 450 and goes up to 500. You got a large Gatling gun as your primary weapon, very accurate and does pretty decent damage. You have a Heat Rapier as your melee weapon, although it's a bit more like a heat toothpick just with the way it looks, but hey, this toothpick is quite effective at what it does, because not only do you have a pretty nice sliding downswing with this suit, you do have melee combat controller level 1, so unlike most other supports, you do get 2 melee swings using this suit, so nice advantage there. Next you have the Mega Beam Launcher, which is what I'm charging up here, and that is your typical Mega Beam weapon. Not a Jirobi like some other suits, but it's a single fire beam, and yep, overheats once you use it, and gotta wait for it to recharge, but does a pretty good amount of damage. Don't know if I really get any good shots off this match. I know I get one on the enemy team's White Rider at some point, but I don't know if I get one on a general, which, you know, being a support, I do the most damage to generals, and when this thing hits a general with that, yeah, it hits pretty hard, so very nice there. And finally, you got the arm grenade launcher, and unlike other grenade launchers, this one is a 3-round single-fire grenade launcher, and it basically is your instant stun weapon. You fire a grenade, it hits, and yep, you get an instant stun. Also does pretty good damage and has pretty decent range, so it is a pretty nice sub-weapon to have on this suit, and yeah, that's your whole kit going into this suit here. You also have the Zeus system, which, if I remember correctly about this, is that it's, you know, it's pretty much like the, not Hades. Actually, is it Hades that these suits has? Yes, Hades. It's like Hades, like the Pale Rider has, except this one's a bit more specific. It has a shorter operation time. I think this one only has like a little over 50 seconds, I think. It's not really a whole lot, but when you do have it, you get increased range damage overall. You also get increased mobile suit speed, although this does come at the cost of having decreased defense. And actually, real quick, to see what I mean about, yep, having that very effective downswing there, and pretty good for catching enemies around corners. But back to Zeus here, you get increased range damage, increased speed, decreased defense, and then the Mega Beam that you have will charge quicker when you're in this state. So not only do you get increased damage for that weapon, but you can also have it ready a lot quicker, which is very nice to have. It's like most touchpad abilities that are like the Exam or Hades. I really don't use them too often, unless it's like more of an emergency situation where maybe I'm low on health and kind of need something to do some extra damage to the enemy team, or I is like near the end of the match, like the last couple seconds, and I might pop it off just to get some extra damage, just in case I need our team needs to catch up, or if we're ahead and kind of just need to maintain that lead. So just having that extra damage and speed is helpful. Unfortunately, though, you don't get any dodge roll or anything when you're in the Zeus state, which I kind of wish they either gave this suit a single dodge roll or they gave it maneuver armor when it's in this state, because, I mean, it's just, most other suits typically get it, so just feel like it would make sense. I know the Black Rider does have a regular dodge roll, and when it activates its Ares boost, it does get a double dodge, I think, so the fact that this one doesn't get a dodge roll of any kind is a bit weird, but it's not really the biggest issue in the world. And yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to say about the White Rider. I've covered this suit a couple times already, so I really don't have too much really new to say about it. I do feel it still holds up pretty well, especially on most closed-in maps, such as this one and Underground Base. I think these more closed-in maps are kind of a bit more to its advantage, because it's not like a typical support where you can, but like you really don't stay too far in the back. you're kind of more like, you can be a bit more on the front lines with the suit, kind of supporting your teammates. You don't have to necessarily be like a back sniper. The only time I feel like you might really be sniping, in quotes, is if maybe you're trying to use the Mega Beam, which I forgot to mention, can also cause heavy stagger. That is something I should have mentioned with that. And hey, knock that Jagan out of the air there. But yeah, aside from that, you can really frontline with. You actually kind of get aggressive with it too. Like, you don't have to, again, reserve yourself to the back. You can go in for things such as melee with your grenade into melee combo. That is always an option there. And you have that sliding downswing, so you can pretty much cover that distance between you and an enemy fairly quickly. Yeah, it's, again, a lot of the stuff that I've pretty much said in a lot of my previous videos about the suit. Yeah, I still think it's pretty good. It's still a pretty fun suit to use. I still think it might be a bit better to use at its native 450. I think 500 could be a bit of an issue at times, but I think that's just because of the selection of suits at 500. 500 just has a lot of good suits. It's not even necessarily just an issue of, oh, Razor overpowered. No, it's just 500 just has a pretty good like selection of mobile suits for people to use. So I think there might be a few just better options over this that like one could potentially use. So it's not the most hindered suit, but I still think that could at 500 it could still work. Just there's just a lot of good 500 suits, so that kind of plays against it in some terms. But you can see here our team is doing pretty good at the moment. We have a pretty decent lead over the enemy team, and we are also nearing the last minute as well. So if the enemy team wants to catch up, then yeah, they're really gonna have to start coming after us. We do have one teammate who's very low. That's our Pale Rider VG. And then number 5 is out of their suit. Not entirely sure where they are per se, but I'm going to assume they must be nearby. Gonna try to jump on this ledge and see if I can do anything, although I really do not have much space to aim down here. So I'm gonna come back over here, and soon I'm going to pop that Zeus system while my Mega Beam is readying up. And there we go, Mega Beam is ready to be fired again, and Zeus has been activated. And yeah, as you can see, a much quicker charge time compared to what it was earlier. And yep, got a heavy on that, heavy stagger on that enemy White Rider there, allowing my teammate to finish him off. And now I'm just trying to support with the Gatling gun here. I'm going to start reloading that and get my grenade ready. And yep, there's the Barzam Custom trying to sneak up behind us. Though I'm going to get a few pokes off on them though. That looks like that is the Hazel again. And I think, yeah, somebody tries to come over here. Actually, that wasn't actually enemy. I think that was the enemy Jagan right there. I don't know if I downswung them or they tackled and it just somehow didn't connect. But, yep, timeout mission over. No last minute heals or anything there. But, hey, good work's going all around. And let's see how we did here with the White Rider. Did beat our rival. Didn't get anywhere on the board, though. Gonna send a few praises around. 3rd place with 3 kills and 2 loss. Not too shabby there. And yeah, that's going to do it for this match here in the White Rider. Pretty simple match here, just not really a follow-up or anything, just really wanted to get another White Rider match out there since I really haven't gotten to play this suit in a while, so yeah, it still feels pretty much the same. I don't think anything about this suit has really changed at all. A lot of its gameplay and it's still pretty much the same, but hey, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, is how they always say. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this match here. Don't remember to like and subscribe yet. Comment down below what you think about the White Rider, and now remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.